Jai Shri Mataji. Let us bow down to Shri Mataji. Raise our Mother Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra.
Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah.
Let us bring our attention in our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly make us all completely thoughtless. Let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
There's another one who was trying to teach flying. Alright? Poor things who were flying. One of them is sitting here. She was the directress of the institution, got epilepsy. The husband got epilepsy. The child got epilepsy. All of them. They lost all their money, all their property, everything. That's how they were flying on the streets of London. Alright? I said, why not ask the Guru to fly? Why not use this leaning tower of Pisa? Just throw him down. Let's see how far he can fly. And then they were paying £3,000 to learn flying nonsense. Why do you want to fly? Are you going to become birds now? Like these nonsensical tricks they play on you and you believe them. It is never said in any scripture, any books, anywhere that you will be flying as religious people or as spiritual people. Never. Nor that you will be becoming mad. Even St. Paul was, I don't know how they included him in the Bible. I can't understand how was he a Christian. This is first thing. If he saw the light, well and good. Who saw the light? Now supposing you go and say, I have seen the light and I have become a great Christian, and you start organizing. Must you be included in that? He has no idea of Christ and he has no idea of reality. When I saw him, I said, from where does this gentleman coming? He was nowhere near reality, and he said that people got like mad when Holy Ghost came. Everybody started laughing and they started saying all kinds of words and all kinds of languages. It's very easy. You see, if say an Indian possesses you, you will start behaving just like an Indian. You speak Indian language, you may be thieving, telling lies, all these things which are character. Or if you are an Englishman entering into an Indian, you start speaking Oxbridge English. It's possible. You have seen these things happening to people. When they get possessed, they do it. It's all possession. What is the way to know what you have got? It's so much unknown that anything that is unknown is not God. There is collective subconscious and there is collective supraconscious. Anybody can enter in from that area and can possess us. You must have seen a film shown by some doctors who said that cancer is caused by some proteins which come to us from the areas which are built within us since the time of our creation. That's collective subconscious. They say clearly, protein 58, protein 52. They say it so clearly about it, that is what triggers our cancer. But they don't know how to control them. Of course, I have been saying this for the last 12 years. But nobody understood at that time when I was saying that it is the collective subconscious from where these things come in. Christ is the one who took out spirits and put in the pigs. And here they are talking of Christian movements, like you have got Pentecostals and charismatic and this and that, where they are putting spirits into you. And when they come before me, they shake like this, just like this, and go into an epileptic mood. I sometimes feel there are 100 spirits sitting in those people. If they have no idea as to what to do with the dead. They are so naive. In the church you are sitting on a dead body. God knows how many. They don't know how to do that. For example, if an Indian lady from India comes and she walks like this, saving her feet, oh God, they are sleeping. We know that when they are buried there, maybe their dead souls are around. But here in the church you go, a very nice way of possessing a person. There's a Sahajogini in Paris. Her mother was about 60 years of age, not very old because I am of that age. And she was so mad, she became so mad that she didn't know what was a B-Day and what was a WC, and she was a funny woman. And she sometimes used to forget even her daughter. But Sunday morning she would get up in a very normal way, dress up very well, go to the church, say her prayers and come back. Like a possessed person she used to go. But somehow one of the Sundays she got lost and she informed the police. The police said, you better send her to one of these places where the old are looked after. So this Mari told me that when they put her there, she found there are many like these who get up on Sundays. There is a church for them. Also there are dead bodies of these mad women. They go to this church every Sunday. Again they are mad for the whole week. Again on a Sunday they get up and go to the church and come back. Just imagine. How can that be God? You mean these dead spirits are God? Will he shake you all the time like this if God enters into you? How can it be? It's maddening. Will you become more dignified and beautiful, or you will become ridiculous? Just ask a question to yourself. In the Bible it is written that everybody said that these people are possessed and they laughed at them and they said they have gone mad. And still it is in the Bible and people read it. Let us read chapter this. Just imagine describing mad people, and that has become authentic. Now who is going to challenge them? They'll kill me if I tell them that. But it's a fact. This is not what is going to happen. What Christ has said, your hands will speak. Even Muhammad Sahib has said more about the day of resurrection. He didn't talk the day of death first, of the complete destruction first. He talked more about the day of resurrection. Christ also, the day of judgment. They didn't talk of the death while there are people sitting around and thinking, now when will that day come, when will all be finished? Imagine. We have reached that state of confusion that we are waiting for a complete destruction, trying to celebrate it as the way people are anxious about it. First of all, you all have to enter into the kingdom of God. That's the place for you. That's the place to enjoy. That's the place God has made. He has not made you a human being to suffer and die in suffering. Then we have never understood. He is the Father of compassion. He is the ocean of love, an ocean of forgiveness. We have forgotten what His nature is, and we really misunderstand that He has made us to suffer. This is really absolutely anti-God idea, I think. And I just can't understand how can we really gulp it down. It's too much to believe that God will make you suffer, or Kundalini makes you suffer is another worse idea. She's your mother. She has been with you. She has been waiting. She's your own mother. Everybody has an individual mother. She has been waiting for this day to give you realization. Is she going to make you suffer? May God bless you all. I'm very happy to be back, and I hope you'll have more people next time. I'll be able to come back again. If you have any problems, any questions, you may ask me.
You said on the radio interview that you were destined to become as you are today. You're destined to become as you are today.
You said on the radio interview today that you were destined to come as you have come.
Are we also destined?
Are they, as seekers, also destined?
You have hit the point. That's it. Absolutely, that's it. You are all destined to come and get realization. Absolutely, that's it. Otherwise, do you think am I mad to go about? Have you ever known so many seekers in this world? Not only destined, but deliberations. You have deliberately taken birth in those days to get your realization. And to do the work of God. And to enjoy the bliss of God. It's a deliberate action on your part. Destination is of course there, but deliberations are there. You have to be all very special people to do that. No doubt. That's a quality. That's a quality. Everybody doesn't have that quality. That's a quality of people. And only such people can stick on. I couldn't tell this to our mayor that it's a quality that is lacking. It's a quality. They just know that this is the
Isn't it possible to abuse like Kundalini?
No, never. You cannot. Never.
But can you awaken it through the wrong channel?
You cannot. Just cannot. It's wisdom. Kundalini is awakened only by the permission of a deity, which is wisdom. You can never misuse it. You can never sell it. I'll give you an example. There was a gentleman, an Indian, whom I gave realization in America, started his own organization. As usual, you see, Indians are very good at making money. Put them anywhere, they'll make money. This fellow, you see, first he behaved all right, and then he started his organization and all that, and he wrote to me, oh, I'm doing this, yoga, I'm doing this, and got lots of people coming, he put a fees and all that. I didn't know how he was running it. Of course, you can charge for the food, all right. You can charge for your stay, but when he came, you see, the people in Bombay are very sensitive. They told me, Mother, we are fainting with this man. What's the matter with him? We are all feeling giddy. I said, don't you worry, I'll find out. When he came, I said, can I have a look at your brochure? In the brochure he had written, for vibrations ordinary, $125, for special ones $280. I said, sir, why this? He said, mother, how am I to live? I said, what were you doing? He said, I was a teacher. I said, you go ahead with your teaching. How much money did you pay me to get your vibrations that you put this kind of a thing there? He said, but how am I to live? And you got into a temper. And it became very red. I said, now I can't talk to you about it. You cannot take any money for it. So he got very angry. He said, I'm going to see one guru. I said, go and see him. This is the guru living in Calicut. Actually, I've never met him. But this fellow, when he came back, he telephoned to me. He said, mother, please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me. I said, what happened? The telephonist, I must tell you all what happened. I said, what happened? He said, I went there, and when I reached the gate, this guru was sitting in a hut and he started throwing stones at me. One after another, so many stones he threw that I just sat down. And he said, what do you mean? You have said these things to mother and you think I will give you some blessings here? These are my blessings. Go ahead. And poor fellow, you see, he went back. He went and sat on the station on the platform. And one of this guru's person went and said that, what did you say to mother? He knows that mother is there. And how dare you say something to mother? He said, you see, because I was making money and she was angry with me and this. He said, you better go and ask for forgiveness. For 3 days he stayed on the platform, you see. On the 4th day, the Guru sent for him, he came. And then he said a Sanskrit shloka in my praise and all that. He said, just go and read it out to mother, that's all. So he brought that, read it on the phone. But somehow he could not meet me. He tried his level, but he just could not meet me. And he read that to me. But when this Guru, I told him that, why don't you go to America? This year I won't be able to go. He went to New York, he was there for 3 days and he went back. He said, they are all mad people. They are dollar mad. I can't stay there. They were offering me dollars for everything. So he ran back. He couldn't stay there. So there are realized souls. There are people who know about Sahaja Yoga. But they know that you cannot sell it. If you try to do anything like that, finished. You will lose your vibrations immediately. They are very sensitive. Very sensitive. If you are ignorant, then it's all right. They'll stay. But knowingly if you do something, yes, they'll disappear. And you won't like it, because when they are flowing, you are enjoying yourself. Just stop. Those who don't know anything about Kundalini, they say the Kundalini is in the stomach, this, that, they are not authorized people, they try to play tricks with Kundalini, they get into trouble. Because it's not the Kundalini, because she's the mother, but the deity that is Christ, actually in another form called Ganesha, is sitting down there. He hits them hard onto the sympathetic, and that's how they get it, all the problems.
So how do other gurus raise the Kundalini?
That's what I'm going to do. Once I've done it, then you will do. First, enlightened light must enlighten you, all right? Once you are enlightened, you enlighten other people.
He said, how do other gurus raise the Kundalini?
Which one? Which one? Let's have him out. I will send half of them to them. Who is the one? They just talk.
Swami Muktananda is quite popular.
You think he's raising Kundalini or he's putting boots? He's putting positions. They just dance. Anybody can dance. What is so great? Anybody can dance. You see, what is there so great in dancing? Is there? But Kundalini you can see with your naked eyes. The pulsation, the rising, the cool breeze coming out of your head. That's what it is. It's not dancing, even Rajneesh does that. He even takes out your clothes. Alright? But this Muktananda is a funny man, I must say. Horrible fellow, he spoils the Kundalini so badly. The other day one fellow came who was with him for 16 years, can you imagine? He's good for nothing now. How to give him realization? He spent all his money, everything is become so useless. And he says, now I feel I'm mentally also no good for nothing. I sent him to Australia, that fellow. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean you. I sent him to Australia because he was going to Australia. I said, all right, you go and see these people. But a headache, I tell you. It's good for nothing, this fellow. I know his name in his previous lives. Very, very difficult. Horrible. They not only want to make money, it's alright. See, there are thugs, there are smugglers, alright, I don't mind. But they spoil your chances of realization, they are anti-God. That's the point. The Kundalini just doesn't rise in people who go to Muktana. Rather difficult. Don't be frightened. If you have been, I'll manage. It can be worked, but when you will meet somebody, Muktanandi, you will know. You'll run away from that person then. No. You see, because the hands break. You get tired. The Kundalini is tired. Poor thing, she hits her head, this side, that side. I don't know what he does. Horrible, cruel man. One better than the other. This Muktanand. Can't you see on his face? What does he talk? All nonsense. Very easy to make up. He puts the Kundalini in such a way that the void is completely finished. You see, the crossing point, that void, is so much obstructed that the Kundalini just doesn't get out of that. It just wobbles there. Well, we'll work it out. Alright, we'll work it out. Yes. We are seekers. We are seekers. We are God's own people. And you are to be saved. Let these horrible people delude you. How long will they go on? All of them has to perish one by one. You will see that. The best part of it, that all untruth fails ultimately.
How do you actually tell a true guru?
Huh?
How do you tell a true guru?
That's after realization, it's very easy. But you can tell. For example, a person, can't you say who is a sincere person? You can. If you don't get into the circus. It's simple. But a true guru will not be worried about your purse, as to how much money you have got. And he will give you your own powers. He'll not try to show off his own powers, talk about his own powers. I'm this, I'm that. Nothing. Unless and until the Kundalini is risen and you have got realization, nobody will give you false certificate that Kundalini is awakened. It has to be manifested. It's all falsehood. A to Z it is. Supposing, say for example, somebody's Kundalini doesn't rise. Alright, it does not rise. My own daughters are not realized souls. What can I do about it? My own daughters are not realized souls. But my grandchildren are. So what can I do? I cannot force on that. If it is not, it is not. You cannot give false certificate. It has to happen.
Isn't it very hard to combine Christian and Hindu concepts?
No, it's the easiest. They're just the same, my child. They're just the same. There's no difference at all. They're all one. Christ has said, those who are not against me are with me. Who are they? They're all one. There's no difference at all. You'll find it. At different stages they came on this earth to give us a new dimension. All of them. You see, like on the tree, we have different flowers at different times. But they all come from the same source, don't they? Now they pluck the flower. This is my flower, this is my flower. That's not. That's the dead flower. The same energy produces the same flowers. But they fight. You'll be surprised if I tell you the whole history of the relationship between them. Between Christ and Krishna, between Muhammad and Christ and Krishna. There's a big relationship. They are all related to each other very closely, which you will find out in Kundalini also. It's very interesting how they are related and how they have played the game. And they all settled down within us. You see, all brothers, sisters, husband, wife, all sorts of relationship there. It's very interesting to see. But it is not only a story, but you can see it yourself. that they are within you. To say, for example, if I say that Muhammad Sahib was the same as Nanak, Guru Nanak. Imagine the Sikhs are breaking the necks of Muslims and Muslims are breaking the heads of Sikhs. See, it's a big quarrel going on. But Nanak came after Muhammad to teach Muslim-Hindu unity. Because he was surprised the way Muslims are. But they are one. They are one personality, born again and again. Moses, Abraham, Socrates, all of them are the same. Now, if a Muslim is a fanatic, alright, he gets a cancer. Normally he should. Or he becomes a dry personality. Imagine Khomeini. They become a dry personality. They can be very violent people. But supposing they get into trouble like cancer. I had one Muslim coming from Iran. He was a fanatic. He got cancer. I said, you think that Muhammad Sahib is the only person? Yes, he says. I said, but if I say Guru Nanak was the same, I can't believe it. I said, then I can't cure. You have to accept, because Muhammad Sahib himself is against you, because he came in 10 forms. He wouldn't accept. His wife who prevailed upon him because he was very sick. And he got cured. That's how you have to prove. Human beings cannot easily understand. See, if you are born in a Christian religion, you become a Christian. It's a horrible thing like that, you see. You are all human beings. And all these people have come on this earth to give you a new dimension. Only we don't understand them. They never came to make us fanatics. That is too much to see. After realization, you'll know they are all in complete unison, complete concord. That's not possible on human level. Absolute, complete concord. Yes, it's a fact. Alright, should we have realization now? Let's try. Because I have to go now to England, London, and tomorrow is another very heavy day. Please put your hand.
Let us recite the Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.
Bye.